I'm gonna
You
be.
really think that
I'm
too?
gonna keep it.
No,
I'm gonna keep
you
it a
see how
buck.
he just told on himself?
No, I need to.
Yeah,
because
I'm
you need
a,
to understand.
I'm gonna
You-
keep it a
can't just
buck.
be-
I thought it
listen,
just.
listen.
I thought it was
No,
just
it
white.
It can't just be that. It
is
cannot just be that.
It
can't.
literally is just white women. You see
Then
how
it doesn't
he
apply to
asked
me.
last
Then it
part?
doesn't apply to me.
I
Then
didn't-
you-
I
listen,
didn't know the
it
second
doesn't
part.
apply to me, bro. Because
I
like,
didn't know the
I'm
second
not
part.
doing it. I'm not doing it. The second part doesn't exist, so
There
it doesn't
is
apply to
no
me.
second part. He just told on himself.
No, no. Listen, if the second part is not there, and technically there's like a 2.5. If there's not a 2.5, it's not happening.
What the fuck
You're not gonna catch me out here. She gotta have some ass, bro. She gotta have something down there, man. It can't just be flat. All right. I like curvy women. It is what it is. Okay. Y'all see me playing these fucking zing zong games.
You know
All right.
what?
You be like,
At
damn,
this
Zoo, you wins
point-
your favorite woman. Why? Because she got a
Nah.
fat ass.
No. At this point, Saint was right.
What am I doing wrong? I actually did way less damage that time. What am I doing wrong, R2? I did way less damage that time.
I'm lactose intolerant and I got y'all a problem. You drink goat milk. We know what you are.
Uh-oh.
What? Ah, who did you say that to?
Some guy named in chat called named Pixie.
Oh,
Rory, you said Diana with the lasso of truth. Funnily enough, bro, Diana can get everything. She don't even need the lasso around me. Whatever she want, I'm gonna give it.
What would be the opposite of a milk drinker? Base as fuck. Simple as that.
Can I get? Do I switch? Okay, I think I need to switch my Haru to 4-piece hormone.
Do you have? Well, you do have a hormone. Are you gonna put Ellen set on?
Yeah, but the problem is then I have to. Oh, dude, then I have to take it off my Evelyn.
Oh, you have hormone on Evelyn.
I can put Puffer on Evelyn and hormone on Haru.
Hello, Musa.
I guess that's my only choice.
What's up?
Nix loves him some cranberry. Now, what the hell does that mean?
And also, isn't
Nigga said
Yeah, I'm actually listening to Kate's live stream.
Wait.
That's why you got so many voices there.
R2? Isn't Brimstone better than Sammy Sig for Haru?
Oh, ice damage. That's nice.
By the way, there's 700 of you here. Do y'all like this? Are y'all entertained by this call?
Tomfoolery, this fucking stupid ass.
are you entertained?
Are y'all entertained by this? Thank you for the 5. He's a featured streams where they make me laugh. They bring me a lot of laughs. Hey, no problem. Gotcha, gamer.
Basically, this is me right now.
Overwhelming yes.
They're very entertained.
All right,
Basically,
let's
this is
talk
me.
Salaries.
Salaries? What the fuck?
Before we do that, where everybody come from? Can't say nobody average.
What's a
like
little
200?
heated listening?
Yeah, you know what's
Yeah,
going
I
on here
listened
today,
to
and
their
Where
then-
did the extra 500 come from?
I listened to their argument about the not exactly argument, but the the HP inflation.
We don't get you a 5-hour
Yeah, I should-
stream, bro. This easily
I should
gonna be a
mute their
$2,000
voice. They're over that. Okay. Parasocial relationship. Yeah, I mean like every stream do have some levels of parasocial relationship. But I think that's it is what it is. Yeah, I mean like even I personally appreciate, even I personally feel very much appreciated when I keep seeing the same account and the same name all the time. I mean I can't really just treat you guys like another numbers or just another audience. I mean like it just feel amazing that people would keep coming back to my stream. Yeah, it's something that I wasn't expected when I started streaming. But I just want to say I really appreciate that. But I gotta be like more entertaining and maybe more informative to To earn more audience? Yeah, that's basically me. Anyway, let's keep going. Today we're gonna do some Shiyu defense. Maybe do a little bit of weekly. Yeah, I'm actually working on Vivian on Vivian's song. Just to let you know. I think I'm about to drop it within like 1 or 2 days. Of course, with the Vivian's lyric, of course, with the lyrics that is written by Vivian's. It's gonna be a parody. Okay. I was trying to speed run first half Shiyu with how to trigger. I'm pretty sure trigger is better than Shinji since you can kill the boss in one stun. Yeah, that is the sad part about the Shinji. I think Shinji should get some buff in her own niches. Maybe you can buy you need near perfect build. Maybe you can, but you need near perfect builds. Damn, yeah, you're right. You're right, but your gear gotta be like pretty crazy. Yeah, I could understand what you're saying. So let's go with, yeah, let's go with this one. Ice and fire. Okay. Which one should we go? Yo, honestly, I don't like that trigger is even better than Shinji for Ju and Haru. It just doesn't make sense in my head. It doesn't make sense for me too. I think it doesn't make sense for a lot of people. I mean, like, since they are like, I mean, they were supposed to be bursty characters in terms of damage dealing, but it it's such a disservice to characters like Qingyi. She definitely needs some levels of buff, like maybe a faster stun or maybe a higher multiplier, or maybe just a whole reworks. That doesn't make Qingyi so dependent on the burst stunning anymore. And yeah, and I think it's fair to call that power creep. Yeah, I can't really decide what team should I go with. Yeah, I should go with like Yanagi Bernice team. Yanagi, Rina, Bernice. Maybe swap the position a bit. Let's use the fusion compiler. What about the second stage? Oh, the electric resistant. Is Rainforest ever better than Weeping Gemini in this current meta? No, I don't think so. I don't think Rainforest is better than anything. Because like if you're playing Bernice or pretty much any anomaly characters at this meta, you are probably popping up a loss of disorder. Or you're applying a tons of anomaly. So so it was much easier to capitalize on Gemini than the Rainforest, because back then you could only have, there are cases that you could only have like one anomaly. That's basically my take with it. Fire and this. Yeah, let's check if my Jane Doe is like trash out. Yep, she's trash. Her gear isn't that good. And take a look at the buff. The Ether and Ice damage increased by 35%. Okay, I don't like this idea, but it should be fun. Yo, I figured out the issue from last time. Can I get review when you are done? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, man. Just DM me in the Discord first, then I will do it later. Oh, you're right. I could see it being deployed in anomaly hypercarry, but since that's just worse and disorder is irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. It's still so weird to play Vivian with Bernice. Not really a fan of it. Oh, Vivian with Bernice is so weird. But it was trying, I guess. Like, it pops so much a broom. Because her skill doesn't really need a loss of energy, so you can just like keep popping as much as you want. Yeah, I should have picked that with I should have parry with the Vivian more to play better with Bernice. Yep, but it's dead. Let's start with Rina. Seeing people force this team but only with cinemas on their Bernice so she can on-field better. Exactly that. Do we have like the third wave here? Oh, that's the last wave. Yeah, I saw other content creators talks about the talks a lot about the inflation and stuff. But what I feel like generally, I'm not talking about Sunless Zone Zero, but it's about Sunless Zone Zero. Sometimes it gives the state, sometimes it designed a stage that it is so restrictive, like you gotta use this element or use these types of characters in order to get a better power levels. I think that one is more, I think that one factors more than the HP inflation itself. I haven't felt it, not saying that it's not there, but from casual I haven't noted. Yeah, I don't really notice either. I mean, if that's, I mean, if they're talking about like getting 60k on the boss, or you are trying to get like a 1 minute clear in Shiyu defense, then yeah, maybe they are right. But if you're talking from like casual perspective, I don't really think so. I don't really think so. And the other reason is that there are just simply too many. There are just simply too many types of character. There are just simply too many characters to learn, and it's not that everyone know how to manage all the characters in Zenless Zone Zero. Even myself doesn't like know all the characters inside out. Like for me, is the Sokaku, I guess. Sokaku is probably my worst characters that I feels like I'm capable of playing off. I mean, if that makes sense. I feels like it could be an issue in the future if they don't incorporate the buff they said they would effectively. Yeah, but I don't really see any sign that it's gonna get really bad in the future at this point, because like because let's say like Deadly Assault, it has this safety net that you could getting a 6-star is already enough. You don't need to get 9-star to get all the polychrome. I think this is one of the really good part about their design, that they makes the that they don't gatekeep the reward at the end game content. This is what I like about the Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, but Shiyu defense, I don't really feel a loss of. As for now, I don't really feel much difficulties. But yeah, but we could try. But we could try it out at the Shiyu defense now. Let's go and see how would it goes. I assume that we are at this stage 4. Let's go with Jane though. And oh, I just skip a chain attacks there. No, I don't. No, I disagree with that. I don't think it's better. Developers aren't that dumb. That's what I would say. Oh, it just died. Let's do it again. Miyabi Mono Eyes, I think it only works is because when you're playing Miyabi Mono Ice, you're playing against the ice weakness enemy. If you're not playing like ice weakness enemy, then it's a no-no. Cause other teammate like Sokaku and Lycon gotta capitalize on the enemy's attribute weakness in order to make it work. When are you gonna attack? Man, the charging animation took him forever. Like it's quite hard for me to time the dodge. Yeah, I gotta move my mic a little bit. Yep, let's get some chain attack. Those chunky appealing numbers look so good. Yeah, it's kind of flashy. Oh, how much time did we spend? 2 minutes? Maybe the HP inflation has some levels of truth behind it. I don't know, man. And Miyabi still busted there. Yep. Yeah, it took about a minute and a half on the first half. Normal attacks a bit and get the buff up. Follow with Yaniki and get the disorder. Typical hold attack cancel. Gonna be a while before Miyabi gets power scaled. I think she's designed to be like a really long-lasting character because. Yeah, let me finish this. Let me finish this first. I gotta lock on a little bit. Oh, he was right. He's totally right about the ultimate change. I mean, it's something that we all know that it happens, but we all forget about it. Cause like Miyabi overshadow everything. Julian is around the corner. Yeah, but even given that she's like the best character, she's gonna be like stronger than Miyabi. Miyabi is still like in number 2 DPS. One thing that makes Miyabi so strong is because like her base anomaly is like at 220, like while other anomaly has only like 110. So she it's like she got, it's almost like she got the it's almost like she got 30-40% more stat than any other unit. And the other thing that gonna makes Miyabi really long lasting is because there are like two ways for her to deal C damage. Like one is traditional crit rate, crit damage, and the other way is the disorder. And that's pretty much the only two way that you could deal damage in the entire game. So it gonna makes like it's gonna make Stunner valuable for her, and it's also gonna make support like Astra or any anomaly unit or any anomaly agent valuable for Miyabi. It's almost like every single characters in the future, not like every single, but maybe like 70-80% of the characters in the game is gonna be beneficial for her. Like you could fit pretty much, you could almost fit everyone in her team aside from the DPS. Yeah, that's my impression with Miyabi. Ice Ether, Electrics. Next. Gonna change Yanagi here. Yanagi, Rina, Yanagi, and who else? Yeah, let's use Astra here. Oh, Hyper Carry. Yeah, let's swap her into Vivian. And stage details, electric fire. Yep, maybe I should use. Yeah, I should be using Rina here. Okay. And what should I do here? Classic Astra Nicole. I'm not gonna swap. Yep, I'm not gonna swap. I'm not gonna swap that. It's too much work. Just to get through. Yep, let's go. Do we know when characters buff are coming? I don't know, man, but there are speculation about the Ellen Jo gonna get buff, but it's just rumors. It's not that I look into it, but that's what I heard. I guess it's right on 2.0 drop, but I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't think it's confirmed. I don't see any official sources about it. Yeah, the preset. They just don't do the preset. Like Wuwa already have it. There's a big L on them. I think rework is better because sometimes sometimes game just change so much that without rework they wouldn't be better with the buff. Like let's say Honkai Star Rail Silver Wolf, like her main issue is that she could only attack one character at a time. She's like single target. Yeah, I'm sorry to bring up the Honkai Star Rails. But what I wanna say is that like sometimes the game changed so much that the stat buff is just not enough. Start with Astra. I didn't pop my... I didn't pop my skill early enough. There's one crossbite. Yeah, let's do it without crossing disorder. I should have just waited for extra second before I swap to Nico's there. Oh, perfect assist. The boss 3 times made it goes into an enraged mode. Yeah, I don't know that. Thanks for telling. Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah, I think... Yeah, for anyone who run the speed run should probably know. They probably know that, but I don't really do speed run in the CU. I only do Deadly Assault sometimes for the content. I mean like but usually not really for the speed run itself, but to figure out which team is actually built, which team or which build are actually better. Yeah, it's just like the corrupted complex unknown corrupted complex. Man, the name is so hard to pronounce. Discovered recently that you start chain attack after a stun. The stun window doesn't stop in the slow-mo while selecting who to swap to. You start chain attack after a stun. The stun window doesn't stop. Yeah, when you are chain attacking, the stun window is not gonna stop. But when you are in the when you are picking who to chain attack, it actually stops. I love learning the new little tips and tricks and optimize. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, that's why the game does feels very engaging that way, and it does reward you for every mechanics that you discover along the way. I think this is a really nice design, and they definitely do it intentionally because they have been talking about this before the game is out. There's this interview between Zenless Zone Zero game dev and the Street Fighter game dev about this. And yeah, I think it's pretty interesting to figure out what game dev are worried about or concerned about when they are developing the game. I won't even get Hugo, but I love to learn about the game anyway. I know, right? And yeah, I mean, for somebody who is not working, for anyone who is not working in the gaming industry, it actually kind of fascinating to see they came out with all kind of different kinds of mechanics. They did put a lot of works on the variety of the mechanics. That's what I love about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a peep. I've been holding it for a while. Hello, Nider88. Yeah, we are having a pretty good time. We're chilling. Yeah, let's take a look at like yeah, let's take a look at how Io and Kete is doing.
Down?
Nah.
Yo, why specifically?
Okay,
No.
flossing is wrong in the
Oh.
chat.
Oh, that's wow.
Where did that?
That's right.
Wait, where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from?
So somebody said,
Yeah, I should have turned.
We are not. Nah, we can't.
Where did
we can't
that-
do that.
Where did that come from?
We can't do that.
Yeah, I should have turned off the
You
audio
know what?
here.
I'm gonna give you a 4. You're a 4 now, but we're done. We're not elaborating on that.
I appreciate it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're not talking about metas. I
I was about
assume.
to question it, then I had to think for a second.
Eon says he thought Flossen was white because his character in his videos is white.
Who's how?
Yeah, I heard that a while
Yes,
ago. Flossing isn't white.
Lawson, you a milk drinker?
Anyway, let's keep doing what we are doing. I'm conflict about to get or not Hugo being someone without Miyabi. If you're doing for the meta, I would say skip Hugo. Yeah, if you don't particularly like him. Yeah, I didn't know flossing is a black either. I just learned it today. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I should have set up my team first. I'm getting him because 1, big number, and 2, Psy is cool. Nice. That is base. Do you have lighter? Yeah, make sure you get a lighter, or at least get lighter on the rerun. I like Hugo a lot, but I really don't want to waste pool. I chase meta like little bit, not gonna lie. Yeah. Ice, Ether. What? Both of them are Ice and Ether? Yeah, this is the kind of like stage design that I really don't like, because it's push you into pulling like into this is the kind of stage that this is the kind of design that I don't like, because it's pushing you to pull for Vivian or Ice characters. And if you don't have Ice or Ether, you're gonna have harder time here. Yeah, I really hate the double weakness design. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm talking about first half and second half having exactly the same weakness and resistance. But I'm not. Well, it's because I have seen a lot of ice weakness even in previous week, and me without an ice team. Oh, okay, that's the reason. But it's yeah, but I do think that you could work around with it with the element neutral team. But I would just try it first. It's not the point that I'm gonna stand on. It's not the point that I'm gonna die on the hero one. But I think I will test the element neutral team before we get into the account review. Just to see how bad. Just to see how is it feel. Yep, I could 100% go with this team. Man, I really don't want to use skill on. I really don't want to use Yanaki's skill now. Okay, now we can use the skill. Now we are on the fundamental forces, so using the ultimate there after proxying it isn't a bad idea. What? Yeah, the HP is crazy. Yeah, no cap. I think I have a pretty hard time with this boss. Like, it's so tanky. let's get to Vivian. And back to Yanagi.
そろそろ怒りますね。今ファイトン様、どうか見ていてください。
Yeah, I think I want to retry again. The gameplay I was playing it so badly. Like I waste so many stack on Vivian, and I didn't capitalize on the parrying. Yeah, just tell me. Yeah, yeah, just give me a heads up when you are coming back, and I'll just find something else to do. So take your time. Yep, I'm gonna log in. Yep. See you in a minute, I guess. See you in 10 minutes, I guess. Oh, why am I quick assisting with Rina? Okay, that's a parry. But I got nothing. Now let's get to Yanagi and get talking. Oh wait, I think my Vivian is on Rainforest. It deals more damage when the armor is gone. Oh, I see. That makes some sense. That makes some sense. Katarina. Cancel swap. Oops, I just waste so many anomaly there. Oh, not as much as I thought. It's fine, I guess. Yep, we got it. 2 minutes 42. Do I actually took 2 minutes 42? Cause that's like a really bad numbers. Oh, it's actually 2 minutes 9 seconds. Not that bad. I just waste my skill there. But we will just roll with it. Just pop them out here.
容赦はしない。
What happened? They merge? Okay.
容赦しガラキオ見切ったさあやっやっ倍返しよ見てなさいあんた次第
I'm not gonna lie. The boss feels kind of hard.
受けて
What? We got another boss? Crap. I almost died there.
たっぷり遊んであげるこの気を逃さ
It's actually coming from Andy's. From Andy's boss. I guess that's what happened. Yeah, I could see casual player gonna have pretty hard time. Yeah, I could see casual player gonna have hard time with this boss. It is not easy. Like you do wanna dodge their attacks, man. Yeah, it took me 3 minutes 48 on first try. First time seeing. Yeah, it's coming from the Anby story quest boss. Yeah, but I think the attack pattern are are pretty interesting. That's what I would say. Yeah, sorry, English is not my first language. Let me check what refuting mean. Refuting, prove that, okay. You passed the story. Maybe it's the event story. When did you join? When did you start playing the Sunless Zone Zero? Recently? Because I believe that it was time limited. Oh, 1.0. Yeah, maybe you just skipped the story. Yep, let's do the weekly. .4 or something, but then somebody told me that Haru was free for a limited time. Ooh, EO have quite a few questionable takes, but I agree with him sometime. Not gonna lie, like the way he juggles the mobs is pretty impressive. That thing is, I mean, it's not like I never tried. I mean, like, it's not like I have ever tried it, but it looks pretty hard. Halu was free in 1.5 or 1.4. It's 1.4. It was weak. It was with the Miyabi. I remember that very clearly. What should I do? Battlefront purge. Difficulties. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to pick this. She on her way back soon, don't worry. Yeah, I think Miyabi gonna be back about 2.1, 2.2. They are not gonna do it on 2.0 cause they wanna push their sales as much as possible, right? Cause I think they will be pushing Miyabi on the filler patch. Yep, this one should be nice. Seasonal buff and normally builds up rate increased by 40%. Difficulty 4. Oh, okay, I see. I see how it works. Yep, I will use anomaly here. Not because it's better, it's because it cleans up the trash mob better. Yeah, like all of us know that juggling doesn't equal damage, but I'm just saying that is impressive. I don't know. I don't really understand the science behind the I don't really understand the science behind the pen ratio. Like when you're using fusion compiler, you gotta use the pen ratio. Aside from the numbers is not gonna be able to saturate it. But that's generally what people say. But that's generally what people claim. Saturate what? Pen ratio is not be. Pen ratio is gonna be able. Pen ratio could scale. All right. Pen ratio could keep scaling without saturated. That's unless you are playing with Nico and Trigger with the signature, because both of them has like defense shred. It only saturate with the defense shred. I know I was testing you. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's a pretty good opportunity to talk about it. Yep, let's go with this route. And yeah, as soon as the other guy come back, we will start doing the account review. We will be doing account review. Enter combat. The game is telling me to use Lycon. I just pour his weapon again. I mean, You mean you lose 50/50s to his signature? Yeah, people say it's generally better to use the fossil Wenjin than Lycan signature on Lycan. Yeah, but it's R2 though. R2? Do you mean the Harumasa main? Two-star. Oh, okay. I got what you mean. Refinement 2. Yeah, it works. It works on Trigger and other stun agent just fine, but not really on a Lycan. But not really on Lycan. You got restrained twice. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, the R2 happens to be other content creator's name, so I mess up with that. Yeah, I haven't said hi to you yet, Robert. Yeah, it's good on any stunner who use basic attacks a lot. Yeah, I think like Qingyi also use a lot of basic. Exactly. Yeah, his gameplay is fantastic. Works with Trigger, Lycan, Lighter. Exactly. How long have I streamed? 1 hour? Okay. It is. This is a good Wenjin. I don't even know what is this doing. I just kind of like spam through the option. Yeah, I think these kind of mobs are kind of annoying, I guess. Oh, Miyabi could actually group the mobs with her second skill. But I have Teapot from my Robocop, so I'm not sure if they do. Do Powercraft Aftershock attack count as basic like trigger? I don't know. I haven't looked into Powercraft yet. But I do think that they definitely write it somewhere. If it's counts as basics. Yeah, we could have just checked the Trident now. Never mind. I will do it later. I do need to Might skip 6 Palcra when I get a chance. It really depends on if you like Palcra. But I wouldn't suggest anyone to go for like Mind Skip 6 Palcra. Hey, hello. I low-key want a good general S-rank signature weapon for all class. I guess S0 sick for all attackers, and I guess Caesar sick for defense unit. But that's it. We'll come back. Run's going well. It's not really a run. It's doing chore. But I did talks about how I hate the how I hate the stage design where you have like exactly the same weakness on the first half and second half. Cause that's gonna cause a lot of troubles if you happen to not have like the DPS that matches the weakness. Yeah, I think we are almost finishing it. Flaw progression 2 out of 3. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, Ice Ether and Ice Ether. Like, the reason that I don't like this kind of design is because it is asking you to pull for more DPS. It is not designed to reward your skill and your build. That's what I don't like about. Yeah, as long as they don't have resistance, you could still work around it. It's just that I could see that it's gonna be harder for some player. And I don't really think it has to do with skill either. That robot with shield though. Which robot you are talking about? Even if they resist Ice Miyap, he doesn't really care. Yep, she could brute force everything. I will just pause Hollow Exploration and return to the city. I will do one account review and we will just end the stream. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Snyder, for sending the links. Yep, let's go. Account review. Let's get my cam on. Log out. Jesus, 1 second. Let me. Yep, gonna take a little while. One second. Brodica Smith. Let's start game. Yep, the verification is in your emails now. That's really quick. That's really quick. Appreciate it. Wait, what? Wait, what server are you? I'm sorry, I forget to ask. I'll forget to ask you. Server, please. Yep, and we are in. Yep, we are in. Okay. Let me take a peep. I'm back. Before I point out your horrendous crit rate on Halumasa, I do run him with my skip 6 most of the time. My skip 6 Nicole most of the time. Yeah, that's fair. Sure. Let's go, account review.
出撃可能よ
Do you play Soldier 11? Yes, you do. We will just skim over it. Yeah, the builds looks fine, pretty great. Really standard, nice. And Caesar, you got your signature. She needs more crit damage. Yeah, I wouldn't wanna like reveal on your substat, cause that's the that is stuff that you could work on later on. You get crit rate from a lot of things. Yeah. Shock Star Disco. Pretty textbook choices. Some crit defense. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I guess. 30% attack impacts. That's nice. That's, yeah. No biggie. Stat page. Okay. Impacts. Crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, if you want to min-max, you want to work on her crit rate, crit damage. But yeah, I said min-max. It means that not your priorities. Okay, base stat. 2007. I'm not sure if this is good enough. Crit 77% crit rate. So you got 90% crit rate, and yeah, it doesn't look good, to be honest. Like, what happened here? Crit rate. Oh, you just have bad stat. That's really that's the only reason. Yeah, crit rate, ice bonus damage. Yeah, nothing. Your choices are solid. You just want to work on the substat more. That's really it. And maybe work on this one. And this one is pretty nice. This one is nice. This one is actually nice. Don't touch it. Don't touch it yet. You're yeah, she's my buff, but laugh my ass off. Is this ice? Is it ice boost on this 5? If I want to talk substats, skip to trigger. She got really unlucky. Okay. Yeah, you want to work on this number 2, and number 4 is nice, and yeah, this number 2 and this number 5. That's really it. Let's move on to the next one. I don't see any big problem here. Oh, okay. Envy signature. Great. Crit rate, attack percentage. Yep. You are not doing anything wrong. Yeah, but your overall stat isn't that good, I guess. 25, 70% crit rate, plus 15, 85%, and 12 off from the Shadow Harmony. Yeah, it's solid. 97%. That is definitely enough. And let's take a look at your substat more. As long as you have the attack percentage, I think it's just as good as crit damage and crit rate on Halumasa. Yeah, 97. It's solid. This is good. Your Halumasa is very well built, I would say. It's pretty well built. That is a really good build. I'm not gonna lie, like, you tune everything, like, you tune pretty much everything. And one thing that you don't want Halumasa's crit damage goes too high is because of this his core passive. Like, he's gonna get even more crit damage in the game. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, if his crit damage gonna increase like 72%. If I interpreted it correctly. Yep, attack this number 4. Yeah, the attack this number 4, it is good. I don't have anything to correct on your build. You have too much crit. Musa, you have too much crit damage. Yeah, but I think the difference isn't like but I do think that if you're using like crit damage, it doesn't mean that you're gonna trash out your Halumasa anyway. So until you got attack with good substat, I think you could hold on to the crit damage for a while. Yeah, and Stanby 6 give another 30 to 50%. It isn't showing the stat menu. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You're right. So yeah, overall attacks is gonna be more beneficial to the Harumasa. I wonder if... Yeah, I've tested that. I have all the numbers on my earlier videos. I think it's about like 20-30% differences. It's pretty huge. Yeah, but I think it's in like one of my guide that is very close behind to Anby. But I did test the number out. It's obviously better than Brimstone. It's obviously better than Brimstone. But I don't know about his signature. But I don't know about like his signature. Yeah, about 20-30%. Then Brim. Exactly. Do you want me to push up the videos? Yeah, I should check on my videos. Let me see. One second. And this, yep, I believe it's on this one. I think I have the number here. Yeah, I think I don't. Yeah, I think I don't have the numbers, but I did test it. Maybe it's not on this video, I guess. Yeah, I couldn't find the numbers. Let's move on. Brim is really good, so since it's basically as good as Sue's Sick for her, I thought this might be about as good for Halu. Soldier Zero weapon is just that good. Yeah, because it gives massive amounts of like crit damage and the electrics damage. By the way, this is a free-to-play account. No money spent here. W, man. Yanagi, let's go. Come on. Don't use attack percentage here. Use anomaly proficiency here. Especially when you are using the Germani. Yep, that's the issue. That's the issue with your Yanagi. Yeah, she needs a boost being hunting for good disc. I feel you, man. I feel you. And maybe you wanna consider grinding for Phaeton's Melody, cause you're gonna be playing Yanagi with the Miyabi most of the time if you're trying to be optimal with it. And free to play too, but you all don't believe me. Maybe you want a lot of 50-50s. Yeah. You have Anomaly Mastery 6. Okay, let me look for it. Yeah, let's use this one. But the substat yeah, the substat doesn't. You don't have any good substat here. Yeah, but okay, let's move on. Pen ratio, nice. But you don't have any. You don't really have anything useful here. The flat attack is almost useless. Flat attack is almost useless. Yep. Yeah, your substat doesn't like you. Yeah, your disc number 5 needs a lot of work. But if you happen to have like a really good substat on your Freedom Blue, then you could use Freedom Blue 4 set. It's gonna be better with when you're playing with Miyabi. But you gotta sacrifice some of the you gotta sacrifice some of the Yanagi's personal skill. So definitely go for the Chaos Jazz when you're playing her as a main DPS. But when you're playing her as a secondary and normally like playing with Miyabi, you should use you could use Freedom Blue. Or I can say trigger this number 2. So you really want me to make fun of you that hard, right? Yeah, you basically have 0 substat on your Chaos Jazz. I wouldn't be surprised if you feels like your Yanagi is underpowered because her substat is really that bad. Please do. Okay, we will just jump to trigger. Nice, the Spectral Gaze, Shock Star. Holy, come on, my condolences, man. My condolences on this one. Jesus, crit rate 1, usable. Maybe we should take a look at your base stat first. Okay, 77%, but with signature. Holy crap! It get worse. Oh. It's so worse that I almost speak Chinese. Oh. 我的天哪！哦，天哪！ It means oh my god in Chinese. Crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the frustration. The frustration. How can I shame you with this? How can I shame you with this? Like you're at the... Like you're having the worst luck of your life here. Damn. Crit damage, crit rate, okay, usable. This, yeah, I mean like there's no good substat on here anyway. Crit rate 2, okay, that's nice. Attack percentage. Oh wait, let's check out your... Let's check out your woodpecker. What? Your Julian has 0 crit rate, crit damage at here, at this slot? Jeez. Jeez, your substat really hate you, man. Your substat hate you. Let me see if you have any like... Okay, you have absolutely 0 crit rate here. I was trying to be like, maybe we could work it out with the Thunder Metal, but no, you don't have anything. Jesus. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be comfortable checking your disc number 2. I'm not sure. I'm not ready for your disc number 2 yet. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's look at it. crit damage, defense, 14 defense, and +2 crit rate. It's not bad. It's not bad, alright? It's not bad. I thought it's gonna be worse. I thought it's gonna be worse, but this one is okay. This one is fine. You were thinking about if this 5 is the bad one. I mean, like, out of all the possibilities, it just went right into the worst stat possible. My god. This is not even funny, man. It's so bad. Save this low key for defense scaler. Oh. Are there any like stunner with defense scaling capabilities? Yeah, but they're not gonna be able to like capitalize on the shadow harmony for set. All I wanna say is you wanna use the woodpecker. You wanna use woodpecker if you wanna commit to Shockstar for set. Yeah, just change the shadow harmony into like woodpecker 2 set, and you will be fine. Let me see if you have any like woodpecker with good substat. Okay, it's on Miyabi. This one got 1. Does this one have any crit rate? A little bit. Yep, you just wanna swap your shadow harmony into the woodpecker. That's really it. Yeah, cause your substat are trash anyway. Sorry to say that. Maybe save it for Halumasa. Yeah, it's not even good. It's not even good for your Halumasa. My condolences on your build. Okay, let's move on to Zhu. Nah, it's true. Oh, it is catastrophic to see that substat. It is catastrophic. Man, this one is nice. 2 crit damage and 1 roll on the crit rate. Attack percentage, attack, nice. No. Yeah, work on this one. Maybe work on this one. Why do you have this one on your CES? Your Zhu doesn't have any crit rate, any crit value. You should have just used CES. Why is it even on CES? I'm just gonna swap it without your permission, alright? Replace. Problem solved. At least we got a little bit of damage. And 184 damage. Nice. But maybe you are lacking of crit rate, is it? Or do we have like crit rate buff here? Increase 15% crit rate by launching an EX special. Alright, that's fair. And if you're playing with Nicole, you got another 15. And crit rate, crit damage. And this one is fine, I guess, but could work on it. Oh, this one is amazing. Plus 4 roll on crit rate. Nice. This one is also nice. Your Julian is not bad. I would say about like 80 out of 8 out of 10, or 7.5 out of 10. 15 on engine and another 15 on Nicole, so it's about 90. That's fair enough. Oh, it's about 90, 84. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next build, Astra. We got 3,004. We got 3,400 attack. But let's take a look at your energy regen. If you watch my guide, you would know that yeah, just swap this one to energy regen, and I'm gonna log this one. You wanna use this one, you definitely wanna use energy regen on this one. Let me check your attack stat. 3,000. Okay. Yeah, but I could say very confidently, even with like 3,000 attack, energy regen on this number 6 is gonna works better. It's gonna works better than attack percentage. I could say it like 100%, even it's not by a huge degree, but yes, it's gonna be better. Then I'm not hitting 3,400 for her core. You are already hitting her. You don't have to max it. It is scaled proportionally. So you're not losing a lot. So you're not losing a lot of her. So you're not losing a lot of her buff. So that's why her passive give crit rate. No, her passive doesn't give any crit rate. Her passive give crit damage, like 20%. On this one, yeah, crit damage 25%. Yeah, Drew gets 30% crit from her kit. Yep. So definitely go for her energy regen here, and works your way with your substat here. Get as much attack percentage as possible, and yeah, you're good to go. Yep, definitely energy regen here. You could test it yourself. Like, but I'm gonna lock both of them. And you could test it yourself. Which one is gonna be better? Yep, next. Nicole with the swing jazz. Okay, energy regen, nice. Attack, okay, anomaly proficiency. If you the anomaly proficiency is 100% fine, but if you want to min-max it, yeah, you're too far from that. I'm not gonna recommend the min-max strategy. Anomaly okay, this is nice. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter that unless you are min-maxing with Nicole. The other good set with Nicole is the Astro Voice and the and maybe Freedom Blue when you're playing Disorder team with, let's say, Miyabi and Astra Yao. Yeah. Yeah, Swing Jazz is nice. Swing Jazz is definitely great. And Astro Voice, if there's no other teammate using the Astro Voice, cause she gonna be popping a lot of quick assist. So you definitely wanna capitalize on that. So Kaku, it is all okay. Who do you play Sokaku with? Like, if you're playing, sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. J Jord. Yeah, I'll just explain it. So if you're playing support, So if you're playing Sokaku as a support, the build isn't wrong, but your attack is overkill. Your attack is definitely overkill. Okay, with Geode. Okay, Geode. So Geode, Miyabi, Yanagi, Sokaku. Okay, this is fine. Then this build is fine. But Bashful Demon. Okay, then this build is fine. It is fine. But when you are playing, but if you are playing like, let's say if you're playing Miyabi, Sokaku, and Lycan, your Sokaku become a secondary anomaly. And do you have Lycan? Let me see. Yep, you have Lycan. If you're playing Sokaku with Lycan, then you wanna swap into like Branch and Blaze Song. But ideally, you wanna use Forset Freedom Blue, and swap your Bashful Demon into Kaboom, and swap this one into Energy. I mean, like, yeah, you should 100% swap this one into not Energy. I'm sorry. You should swap this one into Anomaly Mastery. If you're playing Sokaku in the Miyabi Lycan team. By the way, Lycan shares his engine with Colada. Okay, sure. So yeah, there's some nuances. If you're playing Sokaku with Yanagi and Miyabi, then this is fine. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Lucy, Swing Jazz Lucy. Okay, that's nice. But your attack is overkill. Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. You should use the in your case is energy, cause your attacks cause you don't really need anomaly builds up, but actually both of them are fine. Let's look at your Lucy. You might want to use like Impact's main stat, or maybe you might want to use Impact main stat here, cause Lucy only needs like about 2,000 attacks. I mean, like, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna be a game changer, but it's gonna help you stun the enemy a little bit faster, because her attack after 2,100 is gonna be useless anyway. Oh, and yeah, sorry, I've missed that. And maybe you wanna use. Who do you play Lucy with? Because if I were you, I'm gonna use Astro Voice. Yeah, I'm gonna use Astro Voice on Lucy and use the energy on this one, cause she's gonna be able to like pops a loss of skill to get the quick assist and capitalize on the Astro Voice, cause Astro Voice gonna benefit from quick assisting. Soldier 11, Caesar, Lucy. Yeah, definitely Astro Voice. Astro Voice is a better choice. Astro Voice 4 set and 2 set energy with energy on this 6. Sometimes Colada instead of Caesar. Yeah, the set is still the same. It's 4 pieces Astro Voice, then energy this number 6, so that you could get as much quick assist as possible from the Lucy. So yeah, definitely go with the Astro Voice 4 set and 2 set Swing Jazz. And Weeping Cradle, is this good on Lucy? I'm not so sure. When she's off field. Nah, you still wanna use Kaboom. And remember that, and yeah, just keep in mind that if you're playing like Deadly Assault, you could share the Kaboom with with Astra. Yeah, I would say this again. You could share your engine with Astra. Yep, that's really it. You could share your engine with Astra if you're playing Deadly Assault when you're on different team. Next, Koleida. I'll just share this with Sokaku. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, Sokaku. Not Sokaku, Koleida. Yeah. There's nothing much to see here. Everything is nice. Yep, nothing to pick. Maybe min-max if you're... I mean, it's probably not worth it, but yep, just more crit rate, just more crit rate, crit damage. Then yeah, but that should be the last thing you want to do. Okay, so let's take a look at Lycan. Impact 174. Okay, energy is fine. Wait, your fossil is... Oh, you mean you are using this? Oh, you mean you're using Steam Oven with Lycan? Okay, so it really depends on... Yeah, I'm actually not so knowledgeable with the A rank Wenjin, but generally if you're playing Deadly Assault, the fossil core is better choice than his signature. So yeah, you do want to build this Wenjin. Do you have like his signature? But it's not like his signature is better anyway. I don't know how those compare to each other. Yeah, but generally when you're playing Deadly Assault, you do want to use the fossil core first because like because Deadly Assault has like massive amounts of HP, right? And the way this Wenjin works is that you're gonna get more days when the boss HP is not lower than 50%. So definitely capitalize on that. Not yet, wasn't sure how it compared. Yeah. But as for the Shiyu defense, I couldn't speak for that. But I'm pretty sure that Precious Fossil is a better choice than his signature. Yep, levels it, max it. It is the best. It should be the best in slot for your account. Unless you're using... Yep, you're not gonna use this and... Alright, yeah, I was thinking about using Lycan using trigger signature. That's so much of a waste. Yurina, yeah, just use this Weeping Cradle. It's her signature. It's literally her signature. You wanna stack as much pin ratio as possible. Maybe not. What happened with the fossil? Rina, attack percentage, pin ratio, crit rate, nice. Okay, everything looks fine. Swing Jazz is also nice, and Astro Voice is still a better choice in my opinion, but both are good. Oh, in response to Trigger 6. Yeah, it's not even good. I was trying to like brainstorm. I was trying to brainstorming the possibilities, you know. Okay, you don't play NB and what? Wait. DPS test? DPS test? Let me take a look. Attack percentage and the brimstone. Oh, you know what? Actually says with Caesar's Wenjin is actually working pretty well. It gonna make Cess as good as Lucy. Unfortunately. DPS says, yeah, I respect that. Okay, I guess there's nothing left, right? Wait, how do you have a... Do you even have Bernice? No? My god, how do you have Bernice signature while you're playing Piper? Jesus. Attack percentage. This is attack percentage with the swing jazz. Yeah, that's actually fine. I'm sorry. This is on me. Attack percentage with Freedom Blue. That's fine. That is fine. It's legit. It's 100% legit. Especially with the substat like this. Yes. It is nice. But this Wenjin on Piper, I know, right? When off field, it's gonna regen energy and EX special gonna increase the damage. Yeah, I wouldn't say it should be better than most of the A rank, I guess. Yep, just work on your substat, but that's really it. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Yep, that's the last one. And Palkra, let's look at Palkra. Your Palkra, you got her signature. Yeah, Palkra on Astro Voice is nice, even though you haven't leveled up it yet. Crit rate is nice, attack percentage impacts, the choice is solid. You want Bernice and miss both times 3 copies of Lycan? Damn it. Man, my condolences, man. And no wonder you have her signature. I guess you are also like trying to pull for the A rank Wenjin at the time. That's my assumption. The same thing happens when I want Qingyi another Lycan instead. Wait, what is your Lycan cinema? 3. Alright, you lost 3 times to the Lycan. That isn't bad actually. You're what? When stunning enemy, trigger a squad chain attacks and Lycan gain 5 energy. That's pretty bad. Yeah, this one seems nice, but not a game changer either. Okay, I guess this is like pretty much it. Yeah, the account. Yeah, you got some good knowledge on some of the characters, but there are some. Yeah, I forget which one has issue. I think most of them are fine. Yeah, your Yanagi is also fine. Yeah, overall is not bad. But this one is obviously the problem but this one has to do with your luck. It's just really sad to see it. There's no issue with your choice here, but you could use woodpecker to pumps up your crit rate. And yeah, and some of your support has too much attacks, like your Lycan and Lucy. Your Lycan and Lucy's attacks are overkill. But the rest of it are solid. Pretty solid. Overall pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad, I guess. I just gotta get lucky, of course. Should have thought of that. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, let me check your resource a little bit. Like how much resources you have. And nope, I'm not gonna like. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna craft any of it. Okay, so you have like so you only have like 2 customizable things available. Damn. You have a good amount. Anyway, I would say generally you wanna work on your like this number 1, 2, 3 first, and after you got like decent substat on like this number 1, 2, 3, then you could work on 4, 5, 6. Oh hey, is it worth it to level Lucy core to F? 5. I think like 5 is enough. I think like Lucy at 5 is generally enough. E is enough. F is you could do it for the love, because it's so easy to get over 2000. Yeah, let me change this first. Where's your... Yeah, let me put this on just to see your substat. So like it's just so easy to get your attack over 2000, so it doesn't really matter that much. Like with his substat, like even if he is at like C or D, his Lucy is still like perfectly fine. But doesn't do much to help the team. Exactly. Yeah, just don't prioritize her. Just don't prioritize her core skill. But I did max it. But I do max it because I do have like excessive materials. Yep. No props. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for letting me handling your account. But I guess this is pretty much it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream, and yeah. Anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna log off first. Yep, no props, chopsticks. I'm gonna log off your account first. Yep, thanks, man. I'll be playing Genshin for like a while, I guess. And yeah, you you could leave. I'll just play it on my own a little bit. And yeah, maybe I'll just end the stream, I guess. I think I'll end it. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys, all of you, and yeah, that's really it. I don't have much. But again, I will try to stream every like 3 days. Like this time, it actually I haven't streamed for like 3 days already. Yep, sorry for that. Maybe I will aim for like streaming twice a week first, and then we will see, and then we will see will I be able to like stream even more from that. Yep. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Nider. Thanks for coming, Chopping Sticks. J-Dode, and thank you, Musa. Yep, I'm gonna turn it off. Yep, good luck to all you guys, and see ya. And yeah, the next videos is gonna be about, the next video is gonna be about the gonna be Vivian songs, is a meme songs, and maybe follow up with a tier list. Yeah, see ya guys. Bye bye.